At 27 last night, tying a career high. Joe, slippery, kicks, 5 to shoot. Williams will and knock it down from 3.
Penetration, Oklahoma City as well. In that regard, they're mirror images of each other, so there are 3-point shots to be had for the bigs.
Harris. So it was a rare night where we didn't bring our normal verve as Wiggins drops it in on a little self-creation. The other thing was the Thunder offensively right now, not only without Shea and without J-Dub, but A.J. Mitchell, their third best creator, they don't have.
Here over the last few weeks.
Cunningham finds Thompson for the quick bucket down the other end. He's so unique to our offense. We want him making sure he's getting up 10, 12 attempts from 3 a night.
And I was sitting there listening to that, just dreaming about a coach ever saying.
And how happy you would be.
About once an hour, I think about the same thing.
How much richer you would be.
That's for sure. He's also got an array of floaters, and you saw it right there.
Wallace, little mid-range, is good. Cason Wallace buries the jumper. It looked like Jay Will might have stepped in the backcourt as he touched that. They give the Thunder the continued possession, and Jay Will takes advantage.
What a tough shot, and he landed funny. He rolled his ankle, I believe. He grabbed that leg on the way down, and as a result, OKC was compromised in transition. And
2 for 24 from 3 over a 7-game stretch, but the last 2 has hit 4 threes in each. And off to a good start tonight.
That in some ways is contesting the shot.
Interesting. Wallace high off the window, no. Dort keeps it alive. Joe wide open. Connects on a 3.
9 games and 6 for 11 from the 3 each of the last 2 games coming in.
As Holland lays it in. Mark Dagnall said he wants to see a significant run for Jared McCain tonight. He's done a nice job in his 15-ish minutes a night. The finger for a challenge, but didn't wag it in time. Williams finishes through the contact plus the foul.
Well, I think, well, not to mention like physically, just trying to get yourself back, but then just how fast everything is probably happening for him now.
Yeah. Already in this first half, you've seen a situation where should be definitively a Detroit rebound and is not. And then quickly off the inbound, Wallace takes advantage while Detroit was still chatting.
You've got to be in a state of readiness, and that time Detroit was not. Cason Wallace took advantage of it.
In the corner, Green can't hit the 3. Holland, the rebound in the reverse. Levert springs inside. Misses the banker. Reed keeps it alive. Holland, no. Reed, another chance, and Holland wins. The edge they play with, said they play with an empty stomach, and then he said they foul more than anyone, and they don't care. They keep fouling. Yeah.
Just based on the fact that this team has the best record in the Eastern Conference, potentially end up with the best record in the league, creator offensively.
Right.
So it's really his show every night. So I am surprised that that gap wasn't a little bit closer in that poll.
Another tough bucket from Jalen Williams.
Everything goes through him at the top of the key. In essence, acts as their point guard because they don't have a natural point guard on the floor.
Duren finishes on a nice drop-off there from Thompson. Denied by Thompson. Here comes Harris off the rejection. Thompson the lob, and Duren oops the alley. Timeout Thunder. Williams redirects. Wiggins, little runner is good for Aaron Wiggins.
To stay with that shot, really well done by Wiggins.
Lob it up, Duren able to catch and finish. Jalen Duren now with 14. Off to Robinson. Robinson will give it up. Jenkins zips inside and buries the mid-range. Puts Detroit back in front from down 12 to leading here in the second. Jay Will, he got it. Cunningham plods in, lobs up, and oh my! Duren with the right-handed hammer. Cunningham gives it up. Robinson will fire. Off the mark. Duren, the box out in the reverse.
Well, you're going to have to get all hands on deck right now for Jalen Duren, the way he's throwing people around down there in the paint. It's going to take more than one guy to box him out. Jalen Williams again.
Guarded by Duren. Wiggins trying to get around him, could not. Dort, a deep 3, way off. The catch and the finish line. Now Thompson gets a ton of space and hits. Here's Cunningham. Waits, takes, and hits.
In the area to contest that, Cunningham was unfazed.
Wallace gets free and lays it in.
Low back soreness. He will also not return to the game tonight, guys.
Wow, that is unbelievable, Angel. Already a skeleton crew for the Thunder. Cavs picked up a big win against the Knicks. As Thompson bunny hops.
Playing very well after a little bit of an underwhelming start the first couple months of the season. The Cavs now getting it together at the right time.
Dort buries the three. A significant amount of players, and now, as Angel just told us, no Isaiah Joe, no Carlson as well, as Duran, McCain, 0 for 4 from three-point range. Cunningham, nice, fine. Thompson, the finish. Giving it up. Cunningham barges through the lane. Thompson, the reverse finish.
Number again this season.
Be his highest since the 2021 season as Kenrich Williams answers with a three. College and then Michigan. And then undrafted as the Pistons come up with the turnover. Thompson leads Reed. Nice find.
Creators, guys that can off the dribble, draw two or get into gaps and make plays. Becomes very difficult. You see these offensive possessions now for OKC.
Struggle a little bit in the free throw shooting department. 27th in the NBA. Here's Wallace. Little slide back and able to hit. Cason Wallace continues to impress.
Where he's emerged during this stretch, he's picked up his scoring numbers. He's no longer a 1 or 2 dribble guy. He can control the ball now for 3 or 4 dribbles, and that's another level of offense. Any positive outcomes offensively for Herter right now would be a big step for him.
So hard, right, to come in when you have a team that's rolling and get those minutes. Yeah, how about that?
What a list of names.
McCain, splash on a three. I thought you were saying you love the mustache, but no, just the
mustache as well. It's top 5 in the league.
No, I'd say so. It is prominent.
You have to come up with all of those right now to try to stay in this and make it interesting down the stretch.
McCain has started to find his stroke. Jaylen Brown and Nikola Jokic. Here's LeVert. Slinking through. And Flitty on the roster. So resilient after a nomadic college basketball journey and has that. Here's Cunningham. A three. You bet. And he's had his best three-point shooting month here in February. 37% on the month. McCain again. Jared McCain. He's Cunningham, Duncan Robinson, the starting 5 for the Pistons. Knocked away by Williams. Wiggins lays it in. Puts the foul. And a chance for 3 for Aaron Wiggins. 17 for 46 from 3. And now a steal. Wallace comes up with it. Racing in, and again Cunningham eliminates it. Dort wheeling into the paint, kicking out. Wiggins a good look. He got it. And suddenly it's under injury and the huge Pistons lead in the third. Cunningham, smooth again. 25 for Cade Cunningham. Of this 5 for Detroit. Here is Cunningham feeding Duran, screams in for 2. Here is Wallace. McCain through the lane will scoop it in. Cunningham pivots away through the lane, flips it up and in, banking it home beautifully. Cade Cunningham. See how Mark Dagnall wants to play this. Back to Cade. Cade shovels. Duran pumps it home. The Pistons take down the Thunder in Detroit in a battle of the best in the East.